Hey y'all. What up, what up, what up? Hey y'all. Hey. I'm bored. I'm up. I'm ready to kick it. What's up? I said, oh, yes. Let me jump on live and kick it. I said, let me get online with my internet. People, okay? Everybody else that be online like me. What's up? What's happening? Good morning. What's today? I think it's Wednesday. Child, met my kids and I was going over the days yesterday, and they had to remind me of what yesterday was. Oh my God. I can tell we are definitely on vacation. The kids is running. They running through the snacks, child. Ooh. I saw they running through these snacks. Y'all, good morning. Hi, good morning. Listen, let me tell you something. Okay, so y'all know I told y'all I just did me some twists, right? Baby, these jumbo twists, like I love jumbo twists. Like I want to be a jumbo twist. But when I tell y'all these things just be sliding and gliding out of my head, it's something about the size. I don't know if I'm doing them too big, too small. I don't know what it is. But I just do not have the time to like, hold on. Hey, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Hey. So anyway, yeah, no, like if I'm going to twist my whole head, like I just don't have the patience for that. You know, like I'm talking about the whole head where it be all full too. Um, I go back and forth with full hair too. Mm, I'm not one of those girls that like that are out like real big down, or I was like, no, it's not my thing. But anyway, too, also, like when I pay somebody to do my twist, it's cool or whatnot, because they can see what they doing as far as all of those parts and stuff go. But for me, like, no, I don't have the patience to um do my whole head like that. And then I'll take it a step further. It be taking them like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. How long is it gonna really take me? Somebody that don't really, you know, necessarily know what they doing like that or whatnot in some certain areas. In certain areas I know exactly what I'm doing. But like the parting, it's always the parting for me, y'all. So but let me tell y'all something real quick. A fun fact. I haven't shared this fact in a while, but I feel like sharing it because I'm finna tell y'all something. So, oh yeah, my twist. Poor twist. They just sliding and gliding. It's annoying. And honestly, I just don't really feel like doing them over and over and over again. But yeah, y'all, if y'all gonna kick it with me, I appreciate y'all being patient. Cause that's just what that is. And that's just what I need. So shout out to that. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, let me say this though. I be chilling. I do. And you know what? I started to realize I think my attention span is getting less and less. Oh, so anyway, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if I'm doing them too big, too small. I want to go bigger. Like, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. This, you know, oh, I'm still here, y'all. Yeah, no, I just like to leave y'all hanging sometimes. But like, no, I was just thinking, like this hair thing, yeah. Yeah, I know it be a lot sometimes, but it is what it is. I'm gonna figure it out. So shout out to that. We gonna get it figured out this year, especially because the hair is coming around the mountain. That's kind of scary. Just a bit scary, if I might be honest. If I might say so myself and be honest with y'all. A job, yes. Now, anyway, I can't wait to move because I feel like I'm whispering all the time, and I hate that. I don't hate it, but it's just one of those things that's annoying. Does that make sense? Period. I hope that's making some sense. Hi, good morning. I know that's right. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to that. Hit the like button, okay? And have an amazing day. I say just have an amazing day. Go be you. Go put your sprinkle a little you into the day, okay? I'm sure that they need that, okay? I'm sure somebody's gonna need that. I need that wherever you go. So shout out to that. Um, Today gonna be a good one. I claim it. Might even get an extra check. Might even get an extra check in the mail. Somebody might be getting a check in the mail. Mm-hmm. And somebody might get a check in the mail. Somebody might be getting a brand new car delivered. Yeah, let's talk about it. Because y'all know I'm in manifestation mode right now. I'm just manifesting, okay? Every single thing that I want, every single thing that I feel like my family and I need, okay? It just is what it is. So, you know, y'all know. Well, not everybody listening might know, but my returning listeners and viewers and stuff like that, my poop stars, period. My subscribers that rock with me, they pretty much know I'm in manifestation mode. So yeah, I might be talking about things that are still on its way. Okay, I go back and forth. I'm not saying that I am today, but I just so might go back and forth. And yeah, cause it is what it is. Shout out to that. But like, yeah, somebody might be getting something good today. Okay, period. So shout out to you and that Mr. or Mrs. Preston Girl. That's what that is. Um, I've been chilling. No, what more can I say? And I don't know. It feels like the things that I used to want are starting to want me now. Okay, so imagine that. Yeah, no, I say just imagine it. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to imagine that for your girl. I'm just gonna need you to imagine that for your girl one time for the one time. But anyway, I'm vlogging today because I feel like it. And I'm just used to going live. I think that's hard to admit. Truth is, but it's the truth. I like going live, okay, period. And I know I'm not the only one out there. Amen. So shout out to that. Child, I made the most bomb Kool-Aid last night. My Kool-Aid was good. It was so good. God, child, I have so much work to do today. It's not even funny. I do. So shout out to that. I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready. Mentally, I gotta amp myself up a little bit. And then I gotta find me a little something. I need something to snack on. Um, I do. I need something to snack on. I was just about to go get me some. I walked in the kitchen and walked right there. It's too early. It's too early. Listen, one thing about being a parent, and I'm sure a lot of other parents can relate, is that like when your kids is asleep, you be tiptoeing. Oh no, you just want them kids to get every second of that sleep, baby. Listen, so today I put celebrity gossip in the caption because I feel like talking about that. You know what I mean? I love that. So shout out to that. I do. I do. What is? We'll talk about it a little bit, even though I'm on vacation. So, so listen to this. I saw since our interview, Krishan has posted her baby. And there was so many negative comments. So many negative comments, y'all. I'm like, he doesn't desire that. And the internet doesn't desire him. It doesn't. I wish she would keep her baby off online. But you know, that's just how I feel about it. And how I feel about it don't mean diddly squat, you know, but the internet don't deserve him. It doesn't. He's too precious. You know, to me, it's not just him, it's all babies. To me, they're really all too precious and too good, you know, for the internet. And that's just how I feel. Um, Another thing that I've noticed though with Krishan Sean needs to stay off the internet too. She do, to a certain extent. Let me just put it like this. Um, you know what I'm starting to realize with the internet? With the internet, less can be more sometimes. So like, let me just say, okay, y'all know I've been saying probably for weeks now that Krishan is starting to give me this old school Hollywood feel, like they taking her brand back to the basics, and I got excited a little bit. Because okay, old school Hollywood and new Hollywood is just two different things, y'all. It is, back in the day, old school Hollywood birthed true stars, superstars. Mm-hmm. It did. And you just have to carry yourself a certain type of way, and you have to be a certain type of way. Period. They was more on point. This new stuff, this makeshift ready stuff, and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care nothing about no, um, child, they don't care nothing about no reputation. No, no class. No, none of that. None of that. Now it's just all about a dollar. These folks could care less about how they perceive, because they still getting paid. But what they don't realize is they getting paid bare minimum. Because times have changed so much. So, no PR, um, no PR, oh great. cut the check, you know? I bet you. How much you want back? Try these new folks think they could just say and do anything. And that's why there's no endorsements anywhere. You know, no endorsements anywhere. Like you can't, like she making all this money. Shout out to him. Shout out to that. Y'all know we ain't hating. Why? One, we have no reason to. That just ain't in us. That ain't in us off here. And then two, we get money too. So shout out to that. But all this money she getting now, one endorsement. That's sad. That's kind of sad. You know, like um, you know, Ekane should be, to me, this is my personal opinion. Um, but as much views as this stuff girl got and stuff, let's set her up a little more, you know. Her and her kids up a little more. You know, for the long run. You know. Hold on. Oh, somebody talking about your girl Sharon. Hey, so shout out to that. I know it's somebody, a big boss. Big wig. Amen. Thank you, God. Amen. Thank you, God. They, you know what? If I had to guess, they probably talking about a booking or something like that. A booking or a hosting or something like that. So shout out to that. But listen, back to what I was saying. To me, it came. I would like to see E. Kane on like a perm box, you know, or maybe the face of some bonnet packaging or something. You know, I don't know. But yeah, using stuff like that. You know, it just is what it is. Stuff like that. So, but shout out to Ekane though. Because Ekane said she be taking care of her business and she has investments, which I love. I wouldn't mind getting into some of those a little later down the line myself. So shout out to that. But yeah, no, it's I don't know what to say. I just really don't. But shout out to these young ladies, who are just doing their thing for real. In entertainment. And like I said, entertainment is in one of the weirdest places, period. Right now, today. It is. Cause like I was saying, everything is it's not as good as it used to be. Everything is so willy nilly. It is. Entertainment is in a really weird place right now, Pooper Stars. It is. That's why I encourage you to, just, I don't know. Like, I would encourage anyone, no matter who you are, even if you're a doctor right now, you know, to me, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. That's not saying that a doctor's occupation isn't stable. No, I'm not saying that. But I still do think that everyone, I do. I think everyone should um, not necessarily pursue other interests, but I think, just, how can I just don't believe everyone should put all their eggs in one basket. I don't. I think, um, I think that you can. Don't get me wrong. I think you can. I think that that has been something that people have been doing for years, and it has worked. Okay, it has been an effective method, but for some, right? I just think there's nothing wrong with exploring. Like, could you imagine being a doctor, right? And being paid, as such, right? But then on the flip side, making that same amount of money, or not, maybe not the same amount, maybe more, maybe a little less, I don't know. Um but close, somewhere else, or simultaneously, you know. Um, that's good, y'all. Like that will be extremely good. That's why I don't know. I'm not mad at that, if that makes sense at all. Um, Yeah. So, and on that note, like I have a lot of respect for Krishan, you know, and the fact that what she decided to do and how she decided to do as far as her career goes. Because I tell y'all all the time, Krishan know how to make music. She does. To me, Krishan makes better music than Well, no, 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 no. Hold on. I'll take that back because I don't want to compare anybody. I don't want to compare anyone, and then that's not even what I meant to say anyway, you know? So I just catch myself, because that's not what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say better music. No, 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 no. That's not what I meant to say. But I will say, because no, that's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is, I think it's cool how Krishan is able to get her music off the ground. Does that make sense? Cause some people cannot get their music, you know, off of Instagram. You know, it just is what it is. And now I'm not gonna say Krishan be on Billboard or nothing like that. You know, nothing too crazy. But I think her music does really good. Like for instance, I liked uh two of her songs already. And the one with Lil Mabu wasn't too bad either. But in other words, I think Krishan sees more of a future, you know, with the boxing thing. You know, I think she probably feels like music is like, mm you know, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's her passion or nothing like that. Mm-mm. Nah, I don't. I don't think it was her passion. I noticed that Blueface. I noticed that Blueface used to like I heard Blueface say one time, he was like, you didn't get the feature, you know? Like I can't explain it, but like so in other words, let's say Krishan is hold on y'all. Hold on real quick. Okay, y'all, so basically when it comes to Krishan, I like her music. Somebody said, y'all crazy. I like Krishan's excuse me, I like that Yahweh. I do. It jam. I know everybody started making fun of her because, you know, when she was performing, how she performed it or whatever, but I don't care what nobody say. Yahweh is a bop. Um, but still, again, Krishan, shout out to her though. Shout out to her, shout out to that. She do. Krishan be, um, I can't explain it, but she be getting her music off the ground. You know, like way higher than some of these other people, child. For real, and that's just that. So shout out to Krishan, and that. But also, like I was saying, shout out to her too, just for like noticing, knowing when it was time to move around and stuff like that. Cause I honestly don't think that music is Krishan's thing like that. I don't. I think that it's something that she had got into on the strength of Blueface, you know. Cause like I said, like let's say Krishan was somewhere chilling with Young Miami, you know, and a couple of other people, and they rap. Blueface said he would ask her, "You ain't get the feature," you know what I'm saying? So, in other words, I think Blueface used to tell Krishan that like if you're gonna be around these people, you need to be trying to do business with them. You need to be trying to do music with them, right? And so I'm thinking that maybe that's how Krishan used to do. And I think she probably lost some of her connections like that. You know, it is what it is. But I'm only assuming. Because then, too, sometimes people just aren't for each other. And that's okay. Especially women. When I see women maintaining healthy relationships, I'm always so happy for them because it's just, to me, it's a little on the harder side to maintain healthy relationships with women because women are so, I don't know, I cannot explain it, but I just feel like women, I don't know how we are. I would have to try to break that down a little bit more, but I don't know. But again, um, I commend Krishan though for doing her thing though. She definitely be doing her thing, but yeah, like no. When Krishan first started though, y'all remember when Krishan first started, Krishan was locked in. She was locked in with like people like Glow and Sexy Red. Like I even want to say she made a song with one of them, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But like I thought she did. But yeah, who knows? I wonder what happened. I'm not saying she don't fool with them no more, but it seemed like they not as close as they was. But again, it be like that sometimes. Like it is what it is. Um, like I said, I commend her though. Applaud. I applaud her though. For just shoot, finding her something to do. It is what it is. Shoot. And hopefully she stick with it because like I was trying to tell y'all, the entertainment industry is so weird right now. It is. It's at a real it's in a really weird place. Like if you just really pay attention. I mean, if you just really pay attention, it ain't that much going on. Um, Entertainment wise. So I ain't mad at her for going to go get that bag. Um, Shoot, somewhere else. But again, though, surprisingly, Krishan does really, really good with music. And I don't know. If I had to guess, I guess that's something she learned from Blueface. But I also think she didn't see a lot of, I'm not gonna say potential there, but maybe she looked at the studio and that music stuff like some dead end type of stuff, especially the type of music that she was making. Because when you think about it, come on now, you know, like it seemed like it'd be a bunch of BS going on at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Outside of making music, a bunch of it. Hell, remember even the studio was coming up in Diddy trial. Yeah, that's crazy. What they used to call it? I forgot what they used to call it. They had a name and everything. It's crazy. But shout out to Krishan. Um, you know, been trying to do her thing. And then, what else is going on? Child Clarissa Shields. Shout out to Clarissa Shields too. It's just, I don't know. Oh, happy belated birthday to Clarissa Shields. I know I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't. It's a lot. It's a lot. With Clarissa Shields, baby, it's a lot. But happy belated birthday to her. She celebrated her birthday, which I seen her that she done made a song to Pap. I said, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Now let me tell you something. I was in the comments reading uh, just the other day, and I had read a comment about Krishan. It basically said that Krishan acts younger than what she is. That's crazy because, I hadn't really noticed that until um until it was said. And after, they said it, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? It might be some truth to that. To me, Clarissa do too, a little bit. Yeah, it might be a little truth to that with Clarissa too. Um, that just might be true. Maybe neither one of them really act their age like that. And I'm serious because I think when I think about it even more, I think that's like, man, that's the nail on it for real for Clarissa. Cause that's why now it makes sense why people be saying she act like this her first relationship ever. She act like this her first relationship ever. Well, well. Hey, good morning. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and have a good day. Anyway, yeah, I think that's my what it is for Clarissa. That now that would explain why everybody be saying she act like it's her first boyfriend ever. Um, because that I don't know, she could. in her mind or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what that's about when people do that. Um, they not the only ones though. I tell you that, cause Boosie do that too to me. Boosie, to me acts a little younger than what he is too. But I always thought that about. I thought that was because Boosie, he got locked up. At least that's what I used to say. I used to say he is, he stunted his growth and maturity, getting locked up. Shoot. But I don't know. That could just be, I forgot what you call it. They got a word for it, though. But then at the same time, I don't want to use it anyway, because, child, I'm not no doctor, period. I'm not. Although it's patience all around. Yes, patience all around me, so shout out to that. Not no doctor, baby. And, yeah, I don't want to be doing all of that, all of that, all of that. Now, anyway, so yeah, shout out to Clarissa Shields who just recently celebrated her birthday, child. I know, they are best. Like I said, I would love to be a fly on the wall. But I'm going to tell you like this. Have you ever known somebody that lie, lie? Like, just lie. Like, I don't know. It could have been an old classmate, a friend, a parent, like a sibling, like a cousin. I don't know. Coworker, I don't know. But have you ever just ran into somebody that just lie so much? They can't, oh Lord, like this, the truth just would never, you just ain't never known them to just speak the truth ever. Okay. So imagine that person though, right? Getting with another liar. Oh, like to me, that's how it should be. One, that's how it should be. One, but two, how long do you really think that's gonna last? Baby, that's some funny ish. Child, just a thought. And it was just a thought. But anyway, I would love to be a fly on the wall because I know, I just feel like I don't know. It's probably a little trouble in paradise, but who knows? Child, now why is the Sorry. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Have y'all seen Laquanda yet? Laquanda is funny. Like the sirens made me think about him when he be saying, when she be saying, 911, what's your emergency? Oh, that shit is so funny, y'all. Oh God, y'all know I don't. Y'all know I don't watch TV. I don't. I do not watch TV. But Laquanda, who is supposed to be somewhere in Georgia, is hilarious. Oh Lord! But I will say this though. I will say this. His skits, he just start like adding in. Oh yeah, you know you need to call Boom Quisha to get your credit fixed. I don't like that. When he start doing all of that, I bounce. I do the big head bounce. If anybody was wondering, I just, yeah, nah, I'm just, I'm out. You're through. But that's what I wanted to tell y'all anyway. Earlier, my attention span is like, it's getting lower and lower, you know? Oh, because I noticed like somebody could be telling a story, right? And they could be taking too long, and I just, bloop. Like, man, you just, you know, it's just, oh, Lord, I can't even explain it. I know one thing, they be having to come with it, you know? Especially if, that's the thing, people gotta understand sometimes this is people's first time meeting you. You know, first time. First impressions is everything, okay? So shout out to that. Like, hopefully, if anybody click on this live today, you know the impression I want to give. I want to give the impression that like I'm your online bestie, and you can come kick it with me, and if need be, down there at any time. You know, period. Cause that's just you know, that's my vibe. Okay. Mhm. So shout out to that. Like I hope that's the vibe I give. Ooh, it's an emergency. Y'all hear that? It's an emergency. Oh, hold on. When I tell y'all Laquanda is so funny, especially as the 911 operator. And she be acting like the popo too on that scooter. Yes, baby. She be having me laughing. Funny, funny, funny. Um Laquanda on Instagram. That's why it's, I don't, you know, that's why I found her. But really, you know, that his content found me. But yeah, real funny, funny. So shout out to that. But what was I finna tell y'all? I'm chilling. I'm chilling on this beautiful day. Somebody said they tired of cutting their AC on and they heat. They AC on and they heat. And they ain't never lied. They ain't never lied. Listen, when I tell my babe that I cut the heat on or I had the heat on, he be acting so shocked. And like he ain't understand English. Like he be like, hey. He. That'd be so funny to me. Oh Lord, yes. I be like the heat. Like for instance, this morning I had to cut the heat on because it was cold. It was cold, and I can't stand the cold. I can't stand the heat. Hot or cold? Which one y'all rather be? Hot or cold? That is a question I always ask people. I think I'd rather be hot because I can't stand to be cold. I can't stand to be cold. Like for instance, when I go to people's house, if your house is cold all the time, I'm uncomfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable, then quite frankly, I really don't like your house like that. For real. I'm just being real. If I'm being real, I'm being 100% honest. If your house is cold, if you like to keep your house cold to the point where I'm uncomfortable, then I don't like it. And I can't wait to leave type ish. I just be balled up. I'm telling you now, I'll be balled up at your house under cover. Miserable, and I can't wait to go. I don't like cold houses. I don't. My house, baby, my house. My house. Oh, my house. Baby, my house be on room temp, okay? My house is like a cup of water that's just sitting out. Like my house, I like my house is comfortable. That's how I like my house. I like my house comfortable. You know, where like, cause see some of y'all house, you need a hat. You may need gloves. You may need socks. You might need your boots. You might need your hoodie. On top of all that, a throw. And then, like, no, I don't want to walk around like Batman. I don't. Okay? I don't want to walk around like Batman on a regular day. I don't want to walk around like, with my reindeer sweater by Christmas, my ugly Christmas clothes on no regular day. None of that. Like, no, who does that? Who does that? That's not gonna be for me. I want to be able to comfortably walk around, no socks on. I don't do socks. If I put on socks in the bed, it makes my feet feel like they got fireballs in them. Like literally, it makes my feet feel extra hot. I can't do that. It's freakish to me. If you can sleep in socks, you're partially weird. And I listen. I have family members that can do it, and I just like I'm gonna stay and watch you fall asleep. Like I can't do that. I cannot wear socks in bed. Now I wish I could, but I can't. But I think I'd rather, when it comes to the question, would I rather be hot or would I rather be cold? I think I would rather be hot. Even though I hate being hot, I do. But I think I know I can manage that way better because all that is just like wiping my sweat continuously, wiping my sweat and constantly drinking drinks trying to cool down. But the cold, mm-mm. The cold, it ain't nothing I can do with that. It's just like literally nothing you can do. Like sometimes when people house too cold, I would literally go sit in my car. I have did it hundreds, not hundreds, I'm probably capping, but I have done it time, a lot of times, I know that. Because I just can't. It's just something about being cold. It's just like, it's torture for me. And then y'all know I got to talk about, child, listen, I know by now everybody y'all heard of, that's not funny, child. Woo, woo, woo. Y'all heard about Beyonce mama's gumbo? Child, I done heard so much. So, okay, listen. First of all, y'all know how I keep saying everybody keeps talking about Houston. Shout out to Houston and shout out to that. Ooh, the way y'all keep talking about H-Time. Y'all, I wish y'all could it. But for real, um, nah, for real, they been talking about Beyonce mama's gumbo just as much, okay, as they been talking about H-Time. Now, first of all, H-Time, y'all been doing a lot allegedly. I've been hearing about y'all. That's crazy. But it is what it is. No, for real, it is what it is. I've been hearing so many crazy stories about H-Time. It's not even funny. Like at this point, it's just not even funny. But anyway, um, and again, they've been talking about her Beyonce and Mama Gumbo too, like crazy. And let me say this, like some people said it's good, some people said it's flavorful, right? But a lot of people said it don't taste like Louisiana gumbo. Okay, okay, you know what I'm saying? Expect it. Let me just say this, like I grew up, and thank you, Jesus, for this, because I do realize that a lot of people don't know how to make gumbo. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my grandma, cause she do. And like I grew up on my grandma's gumbo, and like my grandma ain't from Louisiana. No, she absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like anybody from Louisiana will probably be like, Okay. You know, they probably feel like it don't taste like Louisiana gumbo. But it's like, and, you know, like, anyway, let's continue, you know, type ish. It just is what it is because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I said, everybody don't know how to make it. So, um, you know, with that being said, I just feel like people are gonna, you know, like they're gonna put their own, you know, twist on it or whatnot, whatnot. They're gonna do their own thing with it. And, you know, if it's good, it's good. And let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. My grandma, yeah, her gumbo be good. It is what it is. So, like, yeah, we just gonna get that out the way. I'm sorry. I don't know why I had to put that out there, but God placed it on my heart to have to put that out there. Okay. Thank you. Okay, truth is. But like, no. Anyway, let's continue. Now, with that being said, I'm coming to Louisiana to give me some gumbo. Period. I am. I'm definitely coming down there to give me some gumbo. I want some. You know, it just is what it is or whatnot, whatnot. I'm coming. Oh, I'm on my way. It just is what it is. Shout out to that. But now, back to Beyonce's mother's gumbo. You know, let me say this. It sounded like a good idea, you know? But really it don't. It don't. Cause this is the thing. Like this is the thing right here. Being that I like I said, I didn't grew up with my grandma making gumbo. I have always heard like stories about gumbo and like the sun and stuff, you know what I'm saying, about and how that don't mix. So like yeah, that's where she lost me. You know, that's where she lost me because some people were saying, like I just heard, I never really heard too many people say it was nasty, just flat out, just gross. I just heard a lot of people comparing it to Louisiana's. Um, Now we'll say got to say, I seen this man get sick, you know, and he blamed it on the gumbo. I said, now sir. You know, I'm just thinking like, is that all you ate? If that's all you ate, then that's all you ate. You know, it is what it is. And being that her gumbo was like $25 for one, and probably like $27 for the other. I'm just guessing. I'm not. I'm giving estimate. I'm at an estimate of what the amount was, but no, it was. I think the highest one was $25. But she had one and then she had another one. But anyway, you know, who knows? That was probably close to all he ate. Um, but he said he ended up getting sick, which is, you know, but it automatically made me think about that. Yeah, cause just no, I don't think you're supposed to have crabs in the heat, y'all. But yes, Beyonce mama called heat, y'all, for hold on real quick. She was catching heat for her gumbo though. Hold on. Oh, what a day. What a day. My kids is on their feet. They on their feet. They on their feet with me. Baby, it's just like that. I done forgot what I was telling y'all about. That's a mess. I am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, her gumbo. Ooh, eek. And let me say this another thing too. Let me just say this real quick too. Well, nah, I can't say that. What? Yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead and say. I just gotta say. Yeah, I just gotta fucking say. Listen, y'all. One time, for the one time. So listen, okay. How can I put it? Cause y'all know I can tell a story, baby. Y'all know I can tell a story. So, my sister wanted me to make potato salad one time, right? She wanted me to make this potato salad that I had been making that she had tried, but I wasn't that familiar with it in the first place, if I'm being real. Like it was something new to me anyway. But I had made it, you know what I'm saying, before, and I liked it. It is what it is. I like this particular potato salad, but it has so many damn ingredients. Okay, that's another whole nother story. But anyway, so she asked me to make this potato salad, but the problem is it was for so many people. And y'all, when I tell y'all my arms and stuff was so tired, I just feel like it probably didn't taste like she was expecting, I would say, because this is the thing, like, and see, that's what I had to learn. After that, I learned that, like, I guess it's something called like batch cooking and stuff like that. So, in other words, I guess I could have, you know, did it in smaller batches and made it way easier for myself. It's other things now looking back, it's way other things that I could have did. Shoot, I could have even asked for help, from the other people that was in the kitchen. It just is what it is, because I wasn't in the kitchen by myself that day. But I remember struggling with this damn potato salad, y'all. Oh, it was a struggle. So I said out there to say, that like sometimes your best recipe might not turn out the way you're used to it turning out if you are cooking for a lot of people. So let's say you used to cooking for your family of 5, 3, 2, 1, whatever many you have in your family, and then all of a sudden, you gotta make it for, you know, 50 to 60 people or something like that. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna say, I just gotta say, I got to say that, like, your recipe probably, some of it might taste just like it, and some of it might be off a little bit. It just is what it is, especially if it's just you and your little old bitty self doing it. It just is what it is. So that, when it comes to her gumbo, I could see that playing a part in it, because man, she had gumbo at, man, she had gumbo at a rodeo. At a rodeo. I don't know. For me, I would have made it more simplified for myself, baby. I would have served some po' boys. you know, Bring, come get these po' boys. And people would have been just as happy. I just think that she got, what's the word I'm looking for? Um I don't know. Almost, like just not beside herself. Maybe ahead of herself. I don't know. You know how you have this big grand idea, but it just don't turn out the way you thought it would. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's the vibe that I get. That's the vibe I get. Because first of all, if she was gonna be doing gumbo for a whole lot of people, I feel like it definitely should have been on a more of a cold winter day. You know, like, let's start there. Which I get it. The rodeo is cool to me. It is. It's cool. Because, I thought about taking my kids to the fair and stuff like that. But then I thought about the weather. The weather just isn't that great for the fair right now. Thought about taking them for a swim. The weather just isn't that great for that right now either. So, um, you know, but still, I don't think that it was cold enough. I don't think it was cold enough in Texas for no gumbo. And I also just think that different things could have had came into play, that made that gumbo a little different. It just is what it is, cause uh like I said, when you cooking for a whole lot of people, baby, that alone is gonna change the recipe. Okay, it is just a little bit. That alone, I'm just telling you, just that alone, because like there's no way that it's gonna be not I'm not gonna say it's no way that it's gonna be not gonna be good. No, I wouldn't say that. But it's no way that it's gonna be the way that you're used to perfecting it. It just is what it is. Whether it be because you're tired, whether it be an oversight, undersight, somebody else helping out. It just is what it is. It's not. So anyway, yeah, that's that child. But word on the curb is they going in on Beyonce's mother's gumbo, okay? Down here in Texas, because she had gumbo at the rodeo. But see, that's another thing too. I also was like, I also was wondering, like, whose idea was that? You know, whose idea was that? Because you are, hold on. I mean, on one hand, it's Beyonce mama. Cool. It's Beyonce mama. But on the other hand, it's Beyonce mama. You know? And it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I mean, I get it. That's her mama. You know what I'm saying? That's her mama. Her mama can do whatever she wants. But don't it seem just weird that she just wanted to sell gumbo just out the blue? It's given like, mm, I don't know. It's given like fundraiser or something like that. And Beyonce mama it's given like she shouldn't have to do that. You know? I don't know. How y'all feel about it? Um, you know? Cause like I said, on one hand, it's like she can do what the hell she want. It ain't no different than you and I setting up a gumbo stand and saying, let's do it. But then at the end of the day, on the other hand, it's like, but wait, no, that's not necessarily true. Like, you don't necessarily look to be able to buy Beyonce mama's gumbo just out of the blue one day. How that come about? Like, no, wait, stop the car. Just stop the car. Because like, as far as I know, I thought her background was in hair and stuff like that. So I know that one day, I know that it's possible that you can run up on a blowout. Yeah, you know. But a pot of her gumbo soup, I ain't what? Like, no, that's come on now. I said, come home, go home, come home. You know, it's like whose idea was it? Um, but then at the same time, hold on. I know it is. I get it. You know, it's Texas, and I don't know. I don't know how true this is, but I think again, I don't know how true this is. It seems like Bun B might got his hands in on the rodeo or something like that. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Or is he just down there with his burgers? Like, I don't know. But I thought I heard that Bun B be doing something with the rodeo a little bit. So if he doing something with the rodeo a little bit, then that means that they putting a twist on it. You know, they bringing, people who look like that out. Okay, understood. But again, if she don't have no restaurant, then that's where it gets a little weird for me. You know what I'm saying? If it was gonna be all of that, then it should have had uh I mean, I'm just saying, if it was gonna be like that, then it should have been Mama Tina's gumbo in the middle next to Solange sausages and Beyonce's barbecue. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's, everybody should have had a stand. Uh, but it's iffy for me. It's a little iffy for me, y'all. I'm not lying. You know what it gave me? For real? I'm serious. And this is the honest to God truth. And I'm not saying it like it's actual and factual, so don't come for me. I'm saying it like this is what I thought of in my head. To me, for me what it gave I want to make some money. No. This is what it gave. It gave like maybe Beyonce and them have maybe Beyonce has a family member. Tina Knowles has a family member, right? That wanted to sell their gumbo at the fair. And she allowed her to put her name on it or something like that. Like that's it gives that, you know, more than Tina really coming up with the idea and wanting to do that like that. It do. I'm you know, child. But again, you know what that reminds me of, y'all? It reminds me of when I was telling y'all that, like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. It reminds me of when I was telling y'all that I think it's really. See, this is the thing. I feel two ways about certain stuff, right? So, for instance, um, okay. So look at it like this. I know, y'all. I'm all over the place, but I'm gonna drive this point home for real. I'm gonna drive it like Miss Daisy. So listen to this. So y'all know how I was just telling y'all recently, right? That some people, um, I think some people feel two ways about Tasha K and the GoFundMe, right? I think some people feel like, ugh, you beggar. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'm weird about asking people for stuff. I really don't like to ask people for stuff. And I'm the type of person, if you always got your hand out, it's like a eek to me. It just is what it is. It's one of them yuck things, because I'm not into that. I'm just not into asking. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so on one hand, I do think that some people are like, ugh, you know, like almost like I think some people were disgusted by it. Okay. Um, and not for that only reason. But like that's the reason that I want to put forward today because like that's how I feel about certain situations and certain stuff. Not necessarily Tasha K and the GoFundMe, but more so just about when people be asking for stuff all the time. Or just I don't know, I can't explain it. But anyway, that's not important because let me continue. So I think some people are annoyed when people ask, period. Right? And then I think you have some people who are kind of like genuinely uh, jealous, jealous, or maybe a bit envious. And I say that because I remember being a little envious, one day when I noticed that I was a little envious of this like I said, this woman who had she has the type of business where she can incorporate begging, and I was a little envious of that. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm the type of person that I don't like asking people for stuff. But it's I can't explain it, but it's like mm, it's a different way. So like for instance, so for like instance, this is a good example right here. Well, it's not a good nah. That's not a good example. Nah. I don't think that's a good example. But like, no, let me see, let me see. Okay, so like, let's say a woman owns a business. Okay, it just is what it is. Let's say a woman owns a business, right? What type of business? I know you're gonna say what type of business. I knew you was gonna do that. Hey. So anyway, okay, so this is a good example. Let's say she got I don't know, a gymnastics place. Okay, all kids, nothing but kids. She teach kids gymnastics. So she got a whatever, some them people got a little studio or whatever. Okay, but basically, and so, but every Saturday, she has her daughter sell ice cream. you know and the daughter, she may or may not say what she's selling ice cream for. It doesn't matter, but like on Saturdays the kids want this ice cream. You know what I'm saying? So every Saturday they telling mommy, don't forget I need $3.50 to get an ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I envy that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing that I envy a little bit because I'm like, wow, it just is what it is. But you gotta understand, it's a lot of people that have businesses that do that type of stuff. Okay, it just is what it is. So like that ice cream money could be whatever it needs to be for her and her family. But what I'm saying is, y'all see what I'm saying? Like it's an extra. It's like extra money. you know? And like sometimes people are envious of that type of thing. It just is what it is. They absolutely can be, child. And they absolutely do be. And I think that's, honestly, if I'm being real, I think people were more envious of Tasha K getting that GoFundMe. You know, I do. I think people are just upset that she got it like that. You know, versus and then I take it a step further. I because like what would make somebody be mad about that? Now I get that they want her to pay the money back. I get that they feel like Tasha K absolutely shouldn't be getting no help with that. I understand people feeling like that. But you gotta understand, at the end of the day, clock it. It can make you look like a hater. It just is what it is. It can make you look like a hater, and it can make you look, just a little bit envious. That like, oh, you mad? Are you mad because you ain't got nobody to donate to none of the causes that you need somebody to donate to? You see, like. It just is what it is, you know. Um, but yeah, me personally, like I said, me personally, I think it's cool when people can do stuff like that. Cause this is my thing. Like I said, I'm not into asking. I'm not. But that's different. I feel like that's definitely um different. You know? It is what it is. Because selling ice creams just means selling ice cream. You know, that don't mean begging, in a sense. But, you know, in a sense, though, it could be. You gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? In a way, it not it could be. But like, okay, let's just say. Okay, so let's say that same woman, right, has a daughter. And her daughter says, Mom, such and such happened. My hours got cut at work. I was unable to pay my car insurance this month. Okay, how much is your car insurance? $260. Okay, that same lady can get out there and sell them ice cream at her place of business, right? Where she already making money at, you know, and make an extra income off of the ice cream and give the money to her daughter. You see what I'm saying? And if she wanted to, she can do it every month. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out for the next 6 months. I'll help you out for a full year. You know, and I just use the ice cream as an example, but you gotta understand people do stuff like that. People who have businesses do stuff like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so now in that instance, I like that. In that instance, I do think it's cool. Now I'm not into asking people. I'm not. So, you know, I just feel like it would take a lot for me to do something like that. As far as like a GoFundMe goes. But like, no, the whole ice cream thing, yeah, no, let's do it. I'm with it, because it is what it is. Um, like I don't see anything wrong with that, at all. But what I will say is you got a lot of people who will envy that though, and they can definitely envy that. And it made me think about when I was talking to y'all about the Tasha K GoFundMe thing. Because a lot of people, Tasha K got dragged for setting up that GoFundMe. But the truth is, I was thinking, like, how many people are going to admit, that they just are a little jealous, you know? Just a little jealous. Even though I know you got a lot of people jealous, so, they'll try to take you through their child, but y'all know what I mean, because other than that, other than that, what's there to be upset about? Because this is how I looked at it. I was like, gone, Tasha. It is what it is. Like I said, although I do feel like it will be hard for me to ask and do something like that, I wasn't mad at her for taking advantage of her resources. And 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 ain't them some good ass resources to have, by the way? Like on top of that. Shoot. That's so dang on good, And like, so yeah, with the whole gumbo thing. With the whole gumbo thing, it's giving like I don't know, It's giving more I'm helping out somebody. Shoot. Yeah, girl, yeah, you can go and slap my name on it. It's nothing. Versus, her herself really doing it. I'm not saying that I can't believe it, but I just, I don't know. Y'all jump in my comments and let me know what y'all think about it. Hit the like button too. Do y'all think that Beyonce mama was really, like the person behind selling the gumbo for real? Like, the money was going to her. I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. I don't find it hard to believe. A little bit I do. I don't know. I'm iffy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. The reason why I'm iffy is because I don't, it is Beyonce mama and like I don't really know what she does for income. That's why I can believe it. But then it's possible that like it's Beyonce mama and she don't really need to do that. So maybe she just, you know, put her name on it and did it for somebody else. Yeah, like basically she let them use her likeness. Maybe she sold her likeness to somebody. Now that I can believe. Versus, me really believing that she took time out her day to put a pot of gumbo together and, put a recipe together to do this or, I mean, that just don't seem, So maybe it was the latter. The latter. That's how you said the latter. But shoot, either way it's good though, ain't it? Child. Child, can you imagine? Shay Renee's whatever, at the fair being sold like hotcakes just because uh if you are what you say you are, a superstar. Child, yes. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. But that sounds good to me. then, not to mention, and this is another reason why I ain't mad at Tasha K. Man, this is another reason why I ain't mad at Tasha K about the GoFundMe thing. It's so many people out here pushing those. Like, let that lady collect her, get her collections, period. Shoot. Like these other folks, shit, the ones that we pay every month. I mean, every month. Shit. Child, it just is what it is. Evidently, it's enough out here. Yeah, so shout out to that. And then, not to mention, I meant to tell y'all about that too. Tasha K. Allegedly. Well, I might need to do a video for that, right? Yeah, shout out to that. I might need to do a whole nother video for that, y'all. Let me make a note of that. But I'm gonna give y'all a little something. So shout out to that. But like, I'm telling y'all right now. Uh, yeah, I said, I'm just telling y'all right now. Word on the curb is, get this light out. I always be saying, when I'm kicking it with y'all, I'm gonna just be doing other stuff I need to do. But I do not be doing that. I just be kicking it. Right in my mouth. That's why I be having to let y'all go. So I can get my other stuff on the road. This is what it is. But hold on. I'm definitely gonna have to make a note of this because I need to drop a little video. Shout out to that. Y'all look for my little video later. Let me see. I'm telling y'all now, child, these people, they child, let me just say, they run it with it. They run it with the Tasha K formula, so to speak. So anyway, um, yeah, but I wasn't mad at her. I'm not mad at her. Shit, it is what it is. And then think about it. Let's think about that too. Uh, People been giving Tasha money. Yeah, now let's talk about it. Like people been giving her money. So, you know, that's that. Like that's not nothing new. Not to mention, look at all them people that be on TikTok just getting money and shit every day. Shoot. I guess Tasha said bump that. Child, she said she must have said bump that like a song. She in that thing. So shout out to her and shout out to that. I just feel like I feel like that it must be kicking her butt, right? For her to turn around and you know wanna do the hokey pokey. I mean, it is what it is. She said, get up off me. Get up off me. Get up off me. Get up off me. Yeah, she sure did. Like Pimp C. She said, go and get up off her. The song's like, bitch, get up off me. Ho, get up off me. Bitch, get up off me. Ho. That's what Touch K said. Touch K said she ready to pay that ish. I know that's right, girl. But I'm just like, why not? I'm wondering, like, yeah. Okay then. Okay then. I wonder how Cardi B feel. Cardi B probably like good. She probably like glad. She should be glad. I tell you that. The only thing I think Cardi B ain't feeling is, Tasha getting help from it. But she probably, at the end of the day, so that shouldn't matter to either. That shouldn't matter either. At the end of the day, it's all count. It's all, money. And she should be ready to get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Ah! Ooh, child. That's a mess. Anyway. So shout out to them. And shout out to that. I tell you who else. Getting it, getting it, getting it, getting it. Getting it, getting it, getting it, getting it, getting it, getting it, getting it. Oh, getting it, getting it, getting it. Your girl Shay Renee. So shout out to that. Baby, it won't be long. It won't be long. God said, God. Come on, Randy. Tell them what God said, baby. God said it won't be long, y'all, before I get to catching these flights. They took you back yet? Hold on. No, hold on. Hold up, wait. You gotta give me some time to check. Call me on the tablet. If you don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. Oh, Lord. No. She should be ready to get that. Get money. Get money. Tasha said she ready to pay that shit. So shout out to her. I wanted to, I think it was that last move Cardi B said. That last move Cardi B play. I think it got to Tasha. Really got under her skin. You know what she's, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Tasha Case rolled up her sleeves and said, shit, I'm about to put my elbow. Like she about to get it all, y'all. Like Marvin Gaye said, ow, baby, let's get it out. Oh, what not, child. Child, so shout out to her and shout out to that. The people been going back and forth. I said the people just been going back and forth. And it's been a joy. It really, really has. So shut up. It's been a joy to watch them go back and forth. Like Aaliyah said, yeah, back, forth and forth. Hey, wanna see you go. But Tasha said she ain't with all that. Yeah, Tasha said she ain't Kevin Gates. She done got tired. Just such niggas. She said she about to pay that ish. So I ain't mad at her, you know. I'm not mad. Matter of fact, that's crazy that I was talking about selling ice cream and all of that. Because Sasha was saying she about to do that too. And I ain't mad at her. Child. Look, she said something about she used to be the candy lady and da 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 and da 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 da. I said, I know that's right. Tasha ain't playing. She been have Rice Krispie treats and shit. She said by all means necessary. So shout out to that. And I know one thing, if she got the kind with some peanut butter, fire. Absolutely fire. I know that. I know that's right. So, anyway, shout out to Tasha everybody. Who says she got it on and popping, but I know I need to know. I know I need to do a separate video outside of this. So shout out to that. Now speaking of Cardi B though, I know Cardi B got her little whatever she got going on. I don't know. I think Cardi B been hearing people talk about that hair stuff, and she ain't been feeling what they been having to say. Now I'ma say this. I don't know about that. I'm just like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. This is my thing. I be want to try stuff that grow your hair right, but I don't really like trying stuff that grow your hair. If that makes sense. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. For real, because even like, do y'all remember when that lashes stuff came out? I was using that lashes stuff for a while, but then I stopped because it's like, I don't want to use nothing that I got to use forever, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what it is. Yeah. So shout out to that. I guess it just depends on what it is. Because like if it's a shampoo, well then yeah, I gotta use shampoo forever. So then what we talking about? You know? It just depends, y'all, for real. I can't explain it. Cause like, okay, for instance, you know how and it's not, to me it's no different than getting on something that make you lose weight. I don't want to get on something that's gonna temporarily make me lose weight, even though I only need to lose weight temporarily. I guess that sounds a little crazy, but like, I don't know. I just don't like stuff where if you're not doing it, you get back big again. I don't like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's like fad diets to me. You know, like juicing and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking nothing that nobody does. I'm just saying I don't want to do nothing temporarily. Does that make sense? Or something that you have to depend on. Like I don't want to do nothing that's gonna make my hair grow, and then when I quit using it, my hair stop growing, or it's like oh no, I don't know. It's weird. I'd rather just do what I've been doing, you know, and what I've been doing. If it's growing my hair out, then I stick to that. It's hard to explain, but I'ma see what she coming with. Of course, the girls want to see. It is what it is. I want to see what the products is first, and then I make my decision off of that. Cause I already know how to do my own mask. I'm doing my own mask these days, and I love the results. I told y'all that. So, and remember I told y'all I was saying that I did an avocado mask, right? But then I was saying that the avocado was all stuck in my hair and stuff. I didn't like that, so I was thinking about switching it up. I told y'all that. And then Cardi B, I think Cardi B mentioned something about an avocado mask, and I was like, oh, wait. Whoa. I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't switch it. You know, I did. Because this lady told me something about avocado a long time ago, too. Yeah, no, like years and years and years ago, she told me to try um, something with some avocado on my hair a long time ago, and I tried it. I just never stuck with it. But anyway, and I don't know. If I had to guess, I think it's good for the hair. Um, Matter of fact, I might try that again soon. Here soon. It was just like soaking the seed. She soaked the seed in oil and then put the oil soak the seed in oil in the sun for I forgot how long, but you do it in the sun for sure, and then you put the oil on your hair. I might try that again soon. On top of my mask, with my mask, because I like the mask. I did. I like the mask a lot. It ended up making my hair really shiny and thick and full. I told y'all that, right? I was like, oh my God. It made me feel like a kid again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this hair looks like my hair when I was a kid to me. It did. The only thing was it wasn't all wavy. When I was a kid, my hair was more curly. It didn't have that. But it just had this crazy, crazy thickness and fullness. Like it had took away my perm or something. I was like, wowed by the very first mask that I put on my hair. But anyway, so much so that I did it for a second time, and now I'm just hooked. I'm hooked on them, honestly. And I can't wait to do me another one. Out of everything that I do to my hair, um, so far, all the treatments and stuff like that, that's been my favorite. That has definitely been my favorite. Um, so far, but yeah. Sure, yes. Hold on. It's my mama's birthday. Bitch, don't call me. Tonight is not your night. It's Saturday. It's not your Friday. Child. Ow, my. Oh. Because other than that, the kids will have you out and about spending the money. Okay. Let me see what else is going on. Cause I got a lot. I got a lot going on. But not today for real. So shout out to that. It's very little, very little. Hold on. Anyway, child, let's see. I know that's right. I'm saying gonna be a good day. It sure is. Um, I don't know if I'm getting out the house or not. You know, I don't know. It's like 6, 7. I really don't know. Damn. Um, Today is like a free day. I hadn't really thought about much considering that yesterday went a little different. So I don't know. I know I had something that I wanted to do. Um, but that's on hold. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep putting that off. So I actually I'm gonna take care of that next week. Actually. I'm gonna do that next week. But yeah, no, truth is I'm tired of putting that off, y'all. Actual, actual. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of things that I could be doing indoors so today. So that's that. That's where I'm at with that right now. We'll see if that changes. But for now, I just need to make some. I need to make it happen, Cap. Right here where I'm at. But you know, kids will get antsy and stuff. Oh my God. Oh my kids. Oh Lord. Gotta love them, baby. Oh. Yeah. Man. Dang, y'all, there's so much going on. What is that? Oh Lord. I know one thing. I'm about to start making some things happen. So that's it. I am. Today's the day. Hold on, let me see. I think today's the day I'm gonna actually make it real and start. Make it real and start packing some things. It just is what it is today, baby. Yeah, today. So let me see. I'm gonna be getting with this. I told y'all I gotta start with that. Start with my glass stuff. Um, some of my glass stuff, some of my kitchen stuff, some miscellaneous stuff. I'm about to get with today. Start making this shit real, make it a reality. Um, I'm not gonna pack my coffee pot, but I'm definitely gonna put my blender in a pot today. It's getting real. It's getting real, people stars. I'm moving. Praise God. Hallelujah. Uh lots. Shit. Maybe not my coffee pot just yet, but this right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say yeah. Moving is not fun, but I tell you one thing. It can be what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, know one thing for me, it's not gonna be that worse this time because I'm about to start moving early. I'm not moving at the last minute. I'm not packing in the last minute. Like right now, for me to be packing, like right now, for me to be packing at the last minute is a good ass thing. I mean, so soon. It's good. That's great. Now my thing is, I just can't slow down. You know, I can't. I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep this okay. Like, I gotta keep this like what next type attitude. Yep, sure is. I can get with this today. Sure is. This is crazy. Let me see. Child. I been and got with it. Child, I been and got with it for real. So I'm gonna have to pace myself to that because I been and got with it. For real. Cause the way I'm feeling, the way I'm feeling right now, you know. Well, I mean, cause I keep saying like, I can pack up certain stuff all late and stuff like that, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Some stuff I am gonna have to wait till like, but some stuff, and even though I don't know, I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see, cause some stuff probably can get packed, you know, and I just gotta get to the point where hold on, y'all. Buddy. Huh? I'm live, buddy. Anyway, um, so anyway, my kids, they tolerate me in my live madness. Thank the Lord. But yeah, thank you. So anyway, I'm cleaning up. I got distracted. I'm distracted. Seemed like I heard my kids talking to their dad. Oh, well, now why they didn't call him? Now why they didn't dial him up or whatever, vice versa. But anyway, uh, my son, my son mad because he can't play the game. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, uh, yeah, I've been and got with it today, y'all. I ain't lying. I'm on the roll already. I'm on a roll already. I got my vices ready. All I gotta do is wrap them up, box them up. Ouch. Wrap them up. Box them up. Ooh, I almost made that one fall. Y'all don't know. This one been with me for the longest. I might would have cried. I would have seen this little baby right here. Uh, 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 File. It's cute. I like that one. Oh, y'all, the way my stomach feeling some type of way. I mean, I ain't hungry. It's not hunger. It's not hunger. 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 See there? Yeah, baby. We coming around the mountain, I tell you that. And I'm so excited. I told my kids I'm live, and then they just start turning up. That's what they do, y'all. That's what they do, y'all. Hold on. Ooh, child. But it's all good. Because I'm so blessed. They so blessed. We so blessed. Y'all blessed. Amen. So shout out to that. Yeah, I just need that stuff to hurry up and dry though, because it got me a little nervous. I don't know. I know I don't want it to sit right there that long. So that's that. Oh, shit. thought that was all my vases, but I got one more. Oh, Lord, and they got a piece of foam in it. There it is. Let me clean this big daddy. Gosh, this one been with me for a while too. Used to be turquoise. I cannot believe I painted this damn thing. It's crazy though. I might need to paint it again. Or maybe I'll leave it alone this time, especially since I use it for my kitchen and it's been kitchen safe so far. This paint. So let me leave this thing alone. It was a beautiful turquoise vase though when I first got it. I just be doing stuff. For some reason I felt like I needed it to be gray, child. Although I do love gray. As an accent color. So shout out for that. Ugh. I'm packing up all kinds of stuff today. I sure am. Excited AF. This that grown people excitement. Oh Lord. The kids just will not understand. Oh shoot, I'm sitting here looking at a vase. Oh hell, this gotta go. I've been waiting on these little flowers to bloom for a while now. And they went from looking like they was to they not looking so promising no more. Now I got a couple that is on the side. Child, I don't know what the hell to do. What do I do? Child, poor flowers. Oh, I touched them. They soft. I mean, they cold. Like, let me see. Oh well. I want to put them in water and something else so bad, but I need that. I need that vibe today. Let's see if I got an old cup. Something I don't want. Well, I got those, but okay, it's like, damn it. I got nothing there. I got nothing that I can see. Damn, I know looking at all them dishes made me feel Not ready to pack no more. Shit, not as ready as I thought. Oh, poor flowers. Damn. I don't really want to do that. Need the space. Gave me her income tax check so I could get on with it. Yeah, I'm trying to just get on with it, though. Really, I'm trying to strike it while it's hot. I'm just kicking it. What y'all doing? I need to come through and hit the like button and tell me what y'all doing. Y'all, what time? Oh, it's 9 something. Y'all on y'all lunch break, so what? I need to make me a fruit salad. I've been looking at all this fruit, but I don't want it. I haven't been wanting it. I think it's because I don't want it individually. But a fruit salad, I love a good fruit salad. I have to make me one, for real. I definitely need to put that on my list of things to do today. Make me a fruit salad. Heavy on it. This grown folks excitement, for real. It is. I know kids get excited about moving. Not all the time, though. But for the most part, they be cool and excited about helping get everything packed. But y'all gotta figure out where I can use their little hands at soon. It just is what it is. Shoot, you know, every move is different. But I haven't been this excited in a while about moving. I can tell you that. Even when I was moving out of somebody else's place, it ain't never been this excited. But yeah, every move is every move is different. But I'm ready. I'm ready this time. But it's crazy though, because when I moved here, I was so excited. I was so excited to be here. Uh, um, Child. And you know the new journey of it and stuff, and so it's crazy. Just as excited to be leaving, but excited. You know, new chapters are always exciting to me. They scary. They're scary sometimes, but they're always exciting. Nevertheless, and I just always look back to, man. I don't know anything else I've ever done. I just go with it, you know. Let's go with it, and try not to be afraid for real, you know. Um, I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem with it. Not this time. Um, no, not this time. I'm blessed in a lot of ways. I'm so excited for my babies to excited for my babies to have, you know, um, just some extra space, you know, and more of what I did, you know, in my childhood. Amen. What I had in my childhood coming up. Child, because I used to love me some outside. Oh, oh, I sure did. I used to love me some outside. Oh, some outdoors. I said, and I still do. I still do enjoy nature, you know. So yeah, man, the excitement of it all. Do y'all hear me? Child, listen. I need these little cars to go. Yep, I need these little G wagons to go. Anyway, hmm. Oh no, that's the idea. Um, Child, I'm just thinking of what all I need to put in my box. But yeah, y'all. What y'all doing? What is everybody out there doing? I said I just wanna know what y'all doing with it. What is y'all doing with y'all lives? Since y'all know what I'm doing with mine. What is that on the floor? Child, I wonder what that is on the floor for real. Some type of papers that shouldn't be on the floor. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm gonna go in my own space. Cause he is in his own space. Let me see. Am I through out here though? I think I'm done out here. I don't wanna be though. Child, I don't wanna be while I'm on the road. I'm ready to get it. Like for instance, that right there, it can go. This can go. Uh you don't have to sit at the top of a box. Can't have my plants getting smushed. Plastic or not. This next run about to be fun though, y'all. So shout out to that. Oh, I don't need no more of that. But if I did that, when I tell y'all, that Kool-Aid too sweet. It's too sweet, y'all. Oh, it's so good. Good though, y'all. So shout out to that. I said just shout out to that. It's good, but it's too goddamn sweet. What am I looking for now? Oh yeah, I'm looking for some water. Baby, now I'm looking for some water to balance that out. So shout out to that. I'm finna have to get up off of here soon because my son is waiting on me to, he need me to do something. And I'm like, I'm live and I don't want, live to, now be enemy, enemy number one because he think I'm putting out what I need to do for him. Oh, Lord. Yes, I coming around the mountain and when she come, I know she coming around the mountain. For real, I think I don't know. It's I'ma see, but I don't know. I know I'm jumping the gun. I know I am, so I'm not gonna do it. But I was really about to. I was really thinking about packing up my kitchen today. Cause it's some stuff that I could leave out, but it's some stuff that I could get packed. But I'm not gonna pack it just yet. But I'm ready. But in order for me to get off of the kitchen, I'm gonna have to find something else that can be packed now. Cause my biggest thing is I have the time now. I don't want to wait till the last minute. It makes no sense. I don't know what's ever been different from the last times that I have moved. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I mean, I don't know. I think if I had to guess, I just start way later. I start way later, which means I in turn don't have enough. Well, I'm not gonna say enough. I don't. I be rushing, I guess. So then rushing makes it feel stressful, and I don't like that. So I didn't want to do it like that this time. So, but I see how too soon just isn't gonna work either. Too soon just isn't gonna work either. I mean, it can. My family and we know how to work it out. It just is what it is. But I don't know if I want to do that like that. I just gotta see. I'll just see what all I got going. Shit, as I pass by, ugh, it's a lot. Um, but I do see other miscellaneous stuff that can be packed up today. So it doesn't necessarily have to be all about the kitchen. And then, another thing I can do today, I can start getting rid of stuff that we're not gonna take. I can start focusing on that this week too. Like shoes and shoe clothes and I don't know, whatever else little stuff is gonna go in the trash. But I said, yes, y'all. Oh, yes, y'all. I got about 10 more minutes, though. I got about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to let it rap, poop stars. I enjoyed y'all, though. I love kicking it, period, with y'all. Mm, mm, yeah. It's crazy. I sure do. Um, mm. So shout out to that. I'm just trying to think. It's not much to do. I'm looking around. Not much to do, so that's really good. Um, mm, Seem like it probably gonna be easier than I think too. This little move here. So shout out to that. I'm about to dig deep off into this day and see what type of goodness it continues to bring. So what else? What else is going on? What other kind of goodness are you gonna bring about? I said just are you gonna bring about? Oh, huh. I'm about to get off in these internet streets too and see what's going on. I'm about to scroll and roll on the internet for a little while, but yeah, I see what's going on with that. It wasn't much going on. Oh my God, though. Did y'all see that clip of Ray J? Ray J, it's so sad. It is. Because I don't know, I can't explain it, but Ray J definitely is batting for the other team. Allegedly, seemingly, I ain't even saying, I mean, I don't know why I gotta say allegedly because now I'm not saying it like it's actual and factual. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, no, at this point, whatever Danny Boy say. Because y'all know one thing about Danny Boy seems to be very, very truthful. hmm And I don't know him. Okay, I don't. But have you ever just got a real, real, genuine vibe from somebody? That's what I get from Danny Boy. Danny Boy doesn't strike me as somebody that be lying at all. And I don't think that it's because he's so outward with his what he likes to do in the bedroom. I don't think it's that. I think it's a mixture of things. But like, and I forgot what he said about Ray J, but oh, that's what he said. I think he basically said that like, um, when he was around Ray J, they used to do a lot of weird things. He would say like, with your like, what he say? He said, "Do you be like watching, stuff on TV, like stuff on TV, late night stuff. They come on late night type stuff. You had to pay for it and stuff. Um." With your friends, like what he said, with your homeboys. Like, I think he was just saying he got a vibe from Ray J, if I'm right, you know? And I definitely, I got that latest vibe too. Off of his video where he was saying he was gonna do all of this and this and that and this and that and the third to Cameron them and Mace them for talking about Brandy. I was like, oh Lord, Ray J. It was a goddamn mess. Okay. Period. I can just tell y'all that right now. For those of you who haven't saw it yet, heard it yet, Ray Ray is a mess. He is. And it's really crazy. I call it that. I'ma call it that. It is. It's crazy. He a mess. But people were saying they can't wait to hear from Cameron, and you know what? I don't think I ever ain't been able to wait to hear from Cameron in my life, but they might be on or something with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might have to tune in to whatever old Cameron gonna have to say about what Ray J just had to say about him and all of them, because Ray J is crazy. Somebody talking about that Diddy seeping out of him. Oh man, they had me laughing. The internet is a very, very funny place. And speaking of the internet, y'all make sure if y'all need to, okay? I'm not saying you do, but I'm just saying you might, okay? If you need, okay, any type of um, tips or wisdom when it comes to dealing with the internet, then I definitely think you guys should check out my ebook. Okay, it's called At All Gas No Brakes. Okay, and like I said, written by me for y'all. Okay, and it was basically to be in support of anyone that might be struggling with, things that a lot of people struggle with on the internet, okay? I mean, lots of different things. Like, it's a great read, okay? And listen, let me tell you where you can get your copy at before I keep bigging it up, because I'm not done. I'm so tired of that. But like, no, you can get your hands on a copy, okay, by heading over to Instagram. And on Instagram, you want to you want to type in my comment section, okay? And when you find my comment section, you should find me, okay? A picture of me. And that is my blog. And in the bio is a link where you can get your hands on a copy of my ebook. Now, like I was saying, this ebook is very special because like I said, it's for people who may right, they may or may not be struggling with certain things that people struggle with on the internet. Like just all different types of stuff. Like, for instance, if you get irritated by things that you see on the internet, it's going to be a great read for you. If you feel like you struggle, with your presence in any way, shape, or form on the internet, whether it be your personal, it could be personal. It could be your personal page or it could be your business page. You know, um, it's tips in there about how to, spruce that up. Um, and boss up your page, basically boss up your business. Um, yeah, period. Hey, y'all, let's talk about it. It speaks to teaching people how to encouraging people to boss up they personal life and they uh business online. They're oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Um yeah, your business profile, so to speak. What else? Just different things. Like, for instance, I know how crazy it sounds, but it's not crazy. It is what it is. Like, if you're the type of person who struggles with, like, oh, such and such didn't tell me happy birthday, clock it. This book is gonna be for you. Okay, it just is what it is. But it's like taps on so many different things, not just one. Okay, so shout out to that. And like I said, it's an amazing, amazing read. And if you want to get your hands on a copy, you have to go to Instagram and find my blog, which is my comment section. And in the bio of my blog is a link, okay, to where you can get your hands on a copy of that book. All right, so shout out to that, and shout out to anyone who may be, you know, dealing with, mental blocks. So that's what I want to call it right now. When it comes to the internet, cause like been there, done that. Okay, and baby, when I tell you, things is different now. So shout out to that. Your girl done came all the way around the mountain, and like I love the internet. Period. Um, well, I won't say I love it, but I like it. It is what it is. I enjoy the internet. Period. I be live. I like to be live, and rock with my poop stars, my chat, my viewers, my listeners. And connect with new people too. It just is what it is. Yeah, I have fun here. And and so, but it wasn't always like that. But it is now. Okay, amen. So So shout out to that and shout out to God. But like, yes, I'm about to get in these internet streets and see what's going. And I guess I'll get back with y'all in my next video. I'll see y'all later on. Don't forget to keep it real with yourselves first. And everybody else second. Okay? And I'll see y'all on my next video, y'all. Hit the like button. Bye, y'all.